All right, everybody, we're back. Full tilt team. Had a great tournament run past couple days. We won one of them. Going to be editing that video and posting it within the next couple days. This video, we're reviewing a bounty tournament that we played on Global Poker. We're not going to be playing on stake anymore. Action and payouts are just way better on Global Poker. So with that being said, let's get right into it. If you guys like the video, make sure to leave a comment down below, subscribe, and yeah, let's grow this channel, baby. Let's become World Series of Poker champion. Let's do it. Alright, everybody, welcome back. Back in it for another tournament. Let's get it. We're in a bounty tournament this time. Nothing too serious. $5 buy-in. Bounty, I think, is $2 per head. That's only 50%. If you win, you get the other 50% of everybody else who got knocked out. So, as you guys can see here, First hand of the session, we get dealt 9-5 of hearts. We're going to flop bottom pair with two aces out there, straight draws. Check is really our only option here. We don't want to do anything too dumb. And we might have been able to get a bluff off there. He only had queen 9. But don't want to play too risky just yet. You know, want to play smart, get in good cards. Next hand, as you guys can see, we're going to get dealt a premium. Got pocket jacks in the cutoff position. Or, I'm sorry, on the button. Pocket jacks is a great hand. You love to see it. Love to see it. Now, let's see if we can make anything happen out of it. We got this freaking amateur over here. Get it? He's taking his time. He's probably not paying attention to his computer, to the screen. So we're just going to let him run off. Finally, he folds his card. We're going to raise it up to 200. Two big blinds at the moment. And as you guys can see here, this guy is waiting. He's going into the tank before eventually making the call. Going to see King 5-7 on the board with two clubs out there. I have the jack of clubs in my hand, so looking not too bad right now. Going to go check on the turn, and I think we're good here to bet out. I don't think he has clubs, and he definitely doesn't because he would have snap called us. And we're going to take down that pot. Love to see it. Let's move on to the next hand. We're going to see Jack 9 offsuit. Don't want to raise in under the gun here. Just want to make the call, and it's going to fold back around to the big blind where he is just going to check. And we flop top pair with two diamonds on the board. Don't really love that, but I do love the top pair. We're going to bet out for 200. Take that down real easy. And very next hand, pocket 9s. Now keep in mind, this isn't the first 5 minutes of the tournament. I barely have done any editing at this point. This is all just as soon as the tournament starts. And in the big blinds, we get dealt pocket 9s. Gonna see if we can get any callers. It folds back around to the small blind. Unfortunately, he folds. So we're just gonna go ahead and take down a couple chips there really early in the session, so it's not really gonna make any difference. 2-6 offsuit, we're obviously gonna fold that. Move into our next hand. It's gonna be Jack Queen offsuit. In the low jack position, we're sitting pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and make the call for 120. As long as we don't see a crazy raise, I think we should be good. And we're gonna flop middle pair queen with a jack out there, two clubs on the board, turn 3 of a kind. We improve even more. You love to see it. This guy's going in the tank. We're obviously gonna go 5x. I think that's a good sizing. 600 into a $1,200 pot, half size. And now the flush draw gets there, but we're just gonna go ahead and check it back, and he does not have it. He had his beat on the flop, but with that turn card, we're gonna take it down and move on to our next hand. Ace 6 offsuit. Not the best cards in the world, but good enough to make a call, especially these guys are playing real nitty, real tight. So I think we can do some damage here. It's going to go check on the flop. Turn brings in the ace of diamonds, which brings out a flush draw, but not going to matter anyways. This guy's going to go ahead and fold again. Like I said, these guys are playing really tight. really nitty. They're trying to take home a dub, but this early in the tournament, that's not how you do it. You got to take risks. You got to put your chips out there. Got to try to take a chip lead, and then you could play more relaxed later on in the tournament. Queen 5 offsuit. This guy's gonna raise it up. We're gonna call. Don't really love the flop. Jack 8-6. Rainbow turn brings in the 2 of spades, brings in a draw. Again, we're just gonna check here, and we get nothing. With the river, pair of 5s is pretty terrible, but gonna bluff out for 600, and we're gonna take that one down as well. I'm telling you, we're running pretty good. This guy, my mindset throughout that hand was this guy short stack 3,500. This is only a 1 rebuy tournament, if any. I don't even think it had a rebuy actually. So being down that low, definitely gotta play more precautious and take your winnings as they come. We're going to flop a flush draw on this hand. Nothing really happens with it. We have a pair of 6s out there. Gonna check, and fortunately that's gonna take it down. He had a pair of 5s with the ace kicker. Next hand, gonna see 9-10 offsuit in the big blinds. Not the best cards. This guy's gonna raise us up to 240. Only one more big blind. And Lazy Days over here is gonna fold. This guy's gonna fold too. We're gonna make the call, of course. Ace King 10 rainbow on the flop. We flop bottom pair. Not really the best for us. We're gonna go ahead and fold. He's leading out. Jack Queen makes a straight on that board already, and he could easily have a king in his hand. He could have Ace King. He could have Ace Queen, and just have so many more outs than I would have. So folding is the best option there. Moving on into the small blind, we're gonna see 9-10 offsuit. Again, I called this hand last time. We're gonna call it again. Flop is gonna come in absolute brick. Ace Jack 5 rainbow with no diamonds out there. You're gonna see a 7. Brings in a gutter to a straight. If we see an 8 out there, we have the straight. And it's a full rainbow, so there's no flush opportunities. We're gonna lead out for 480. See if we can get any callers. Our bluff is gonna work, and we're gonna take down that hand again. Let's move on to the next. Next hand, we're gonna see King 3 offsuit. This guy's gonna raise us up to 300. Don't really like those cards too much. They're way too far separated. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold, move on to the next where we see Ace 6 offsuit. Ace of hearts, 6 of diamonds. Guy to the left of us is raising up for 480. It's only 2 more big blinds. Or I'm sorry, 3 more big blinds. So I really don't see too much merit in calling. I was thinking about raising for a second, but then I started to think about it, and he most likely would have had 10s, kings, queens, ace king, something of that nature, and he probably had me beat. And we're here to play smart. We're here to try to get another tournament dub. And yeah, that's it. That's all we can hope for. Next hand, we're going to see a ace high board with a pair of kings out there. Jack of hearts, so that is pretty good for me. We're going to lead out for 982. About pretty much around a half size pot. Hopefully we can see a call here. And it doesn't look like we are going to get there. We do get a call, and it brings in the 5 of hearts, giving us the flush, almost a nut flush too. Board pairs with a 5. Don't really love that. We're going to jam it all in, see if he has the cojones to call us. He does not. We're going to take down a $7,000 pot, and we love to see it. And then right the very next hand, we're going to see pocket aces, baby. I love it. I love it. We're sun running right now. Fortunately, though, it doesn't amount to anything because the table folded all the way back around to me. So couldn't make anything of that. That could have been a monster of a pot, but we're moving into the next one. King 5 offsuit in the small blind. I'm sorry, in the middle position. And this guy to our left, again, is raising out for 750. He's been playing tight this entire time, been folding a lot of his cards. And with that being said, he has to have ace king, ace queen, king queen, king jack, something very good. And see, very next hand, he's folding again. So he's playing really tight. You could kind of already get a tell on how he's playing. He's only going to play his good cards. So I need to be very cautious when it comes to calling against him. Now, this hand, we're going to see 10-7 of spades. Flop comes out jack 7-5, 2 clubs out there. We're going to flop middle pair. Not the best hand, but good enough to lead out on with only 3 other players going against. And most of them are playing pretty tight, so we can get a good read on them. We're going to go ahead and raise it up to 600 more, see if they got los cojones to call me, but I don't think they do. Lazy Days is going to fold, and the guy to my right, he is going to go into the tank for a little bit. Might have to use his time extension, but I don't think he's going to. He's probably just going to make the fold right here, and he does not. He makes the call with 5-6 offsuit. Pretty strange calling that with just a gut shot to a straight. Granted, if he would have hit it, he would have had me completely beat. I only had a pair of 7s, not looking too good, but hey, my bluff works out. Gets through, and I should have bet on the river once he checked behind, but, you know, he could have been trying to trap me, and hey, that's not what we're doing here. We're not falling for these traps. So we check behind and we take down the pot regardless. Alright, after you guys saw that dead hand, 9-6 offsuit, I thought about playing it because, you know, the freaky cards. Shout out to the freaks out there. But moving into our next relevant hand, I'm going to see jack 9 of spades. Pretty good cards, pretty closely connected. So we're obviously going to make the call here. Flop comes out, queen 4-5, no help to us. We do have a spade out there, which isn't worst thing in the world. And turn comes the 9 of spades. Destroys our flush chances. This guy's leading out for 300. Pretty small sizing. 300 into a $1,500 pot. This guy's leading out for 907. I think it's time to just go ahead and throw our cards away. It's time. Ending of that hand actually ended up in original razor getting a flush. Next hand, we see ace king offsuit. Guy to the right of us is going all in for 600. We're raising him up to 1,000. Guy to the left of us is going up to 2,800. We got a huge pot ballooning up, and we're gonna call. Don't love the flop. 10-7-5, 2 spades out there, no hearts. We're obviously not going anywhere just yet. $400 is the bet. This guy's going all in for 4K, and I think it's time to relinquish our hand and get out of this one. And he had pocket queens, so he was ahead the whole time until the river, where the guy to our right strikes the 3 of a kind. Oh man, don't you just love poker? You know, you're ahead all the way through, probably have a 97% chance of winning, and then boom, gets struck out with a 3 of a kind. It's happened to me plenty. I know it's probably happened to you guys too. Moving into our next hand, ace deuce offsuit. Flop comes jack 10-3. Turn comes the king of hearts. So we're obviously going to lead out for 950, see if we could spike that flush. And the guy to our left calls, so that means he probably is already there. And the 6 of hearts comes out on the river, giving us the nut flush. We love to see it. And I cannot bet the turn and then not bet the river. I have to lead out for 800. Hopefully we get a re-raise. This guy's going into the tank for a little bit before eventually raising me up to 2,000. And I love to see it because now I get to jam him all in. And he gets knocked out with that nut flush. Love to see it. $2 coming my way. Little bit of rebate for the poker entry. Very next hand, we're going to see pocket 10s on the button. You love to see it. I'm telling you, the poker gods are just favoring us right now. I feel like I can't lose. We're obviously going to raise it up to 600. 3 big blinds, nothing serious. Try to get a couple callers in here, and we're going to see king 3
with 2 spades out there. Don't really love that, but we're definitely still going to bet out for another 600 into an $1,800 pot. Only 30%. Should be an easy call, but nope. We're going to take this down as well. And we're sitting pretty good. We're in 4th place with 75 players left. And then the next hand, after drawing dead for a few minutes, see the Cowboys, pocket kings, the killers, leading out for 400. Only an extra big blind should entice at least some people to call. We do get one caller. Gonna see Jack 8-8 out there, rainbow. We're gonna lead out for another 600. He doesn't want anything to do with that, so we're gonna go ahead and take that down for another $1,000 pot. Next hand, baby, let's get it. Back to another Jack 9 suited. Now, last time I had this hand, did not really do me too many favors. This time, however, we're gonna flop top pair. So we're gonna lead out for 900. Basically a pot size bet. See if we can get this to get through, and we do. These guys are gonna fold again. Now let me know in the comments if you guys like the video. Make sure to comment, subscribe. Let me know if you think I was playing a little too aggressive at this stage, if I was raising too much, if you guys think I should have gone for just a simple check, whatever the case may be. Let me know down below. I'd love to hear any opinions you guys might have. This hand, we're looking at Queen 5 offsuit. Flop is going to give us a gut shot to a straight. We need a 6, and we also have a backdoor flush draw. And we do get there with the straight. Don't really love the hearts, but it's not going to matter because the river's going to bring out the ace of hearts, giving us the flush. Practically the nut flush. He definitely did not have a king of hearts, which is why he folded, and we're going to take down another nice size pot. We are sun running like crazy. The very next hand, we're going to get dealt pocket 9s again. Like, this is ridiculous. I can't even describe what is happening here. This is online poker too. In real life poker, you might see this a little more often, but hey, we're not complaining. We got a raiser leading out for 600. We're obviously going to raise him up to 15. See what we can get here. He's going into the tank for a little bit. I'm expecting a 3-bet. Nope, we're just going to get a call here. Flop comes King 10-4 rainbow. I'm just going to check to him. And now I do think I'm ahead of him because if he had a king, he would have continued betting. Leading out for 2,500. He's going to fold. Easy money, baby. Poker is such an easy game when the cards run in your favor, aren't they? Next hand, gonna see Ace 4 offsuit. I'm feeling a little cocky at this point. We're still in 4th place, haven't been able to get another jump. Still 75 players left. But hey, you know, this is no longer stake. Okay, we're now on global poker, where real players play, and there's real actual payouts that, you know, are significant. Not $5 to pay out 40. You know what I mean? This hand, we're gonna flop top pair on a ace queen 10 board. 2 hearts out there. 2 hearts are a little scary, but it's not gonna matter because this guy's gonna fold back over to me, and we're gonna take down that pot again. And like I said, man, I feel like I really just can't lose at this point. Jack 10 offsuit. Under the gun, this guy's rate went all in for 8,500. Like the cards, but I'm not feeling that confident. We're going to go ahead and fold that, move on to the next one. Ace 10 offsuit, ace of spades, 10 of hearts. Pretty good hand to call a raise. It's only 2 big blinds, or should I say 1.5 big blinds, because I'm already in the small blind. So we're definitely just going to go for a call here. If it was suited, I might have gone for the raise. Flop's going to come out King 10-5 rainbow. We're going to flop middle pair with the top kicker. Turn, I think, is an irrelevant card. Brings in some flush draws, but I don't think anybody here has a flush draw. And we lead out for 900. And I don't know what this guy was doing with that hand. Well, I don't understand. Why would he call 900 chips when he's short stacked and he has bottom pair? You know what I mean? I don't know. Makes no sense to me. Doesn't matter though. We're going to take his chips gladly. Get him closer to busting out of the tournament. As you guys can see here, we finally made the pay jump. We're up to third place for 72 players. And again, pocket nines. This is insane. This is the third time in this tournament that I get pocket nines. Can I make it pay out 2 out of 3 times? Let's see here. I'm going to raise it up to 3 big blinds, 900 chips. And we get 1 caller. Love to see it. Anytime I get into a raise situation, I really just rather go up against 1 or 2 opponents, take away some of the variance. And he's just checking and checking and checking. But yeah, he had a pair of aces. Got there on the river. Hate to see it. Nines are 1 for 3 in this tournament. Moving on to our next significant hand, we're going to see pocket threes. In the cutoff position, it's going to fold back around to me, where I am going to raise, of course. I love raising pocket pairs. Can we spike a 3 on the flop? Let's go. We're letting these guys, giving these guys a second. Let them think that I'm messing around. Took a little walk around my apartment, let them know that I'm relaxing. I'm not leaving yet, but had to take a second to cool myself, get clearer heads. Anyways, we flopped 3 of a kind. Love to see it. This guy leads out into us, and now he checks the turn, and I smell some weakness over there. 6 of diamonds, pretty irrelevant card. Brings in a straight for 8-10, but I don't think 8-10 would be in this hand. This guy calls us. We love to see it. We push him basically all in, and he calls us. He's down to 143 chips, and we're obviously gonna raise here. Try to get that bounty. 143. We got to. Unless this guy raises over to us if he 3-bets, but he does not. We are gonna see not only a straight draw, but also the flush draw, which is beautiful. We lead out for 1200. Hopefully we can get him to fold, and we get there on the flush. Beautiful. Love to see it. We're gonna take down another bounty, and we've essentially recuperated our buy-in at this point. $5 buy-in, easy money. Took that down already. Very next hand, we see the Cowboys once again. Guys, when I tell you that I was sun running in this tournament, that is an understatement. The poker gods were favoring me over anybody else. Pocket kings, pocket nines, pocket threes. So many pocket pairs in this tournament, I lost count. This guy goes all in with pocket sevens, and we're going to take that down. Another bounty in my vault. Let's go. And we're in first place with 63 players left. Very next hand, in the big blinds, we're going to see 10-6 of hearts. Not the best hand, but we're already in the money. You know what I mean? We're already in this pot. This guy leads out for 800. It's only 1 big blind more. We're definitely going to call that. And flop gives us a gut shot to a straight. 2 clubs out there. Don't really love that. So we're going to see what this guy does. If he leads out for a bet, most likely going to lean towards folding unless it's small sizing. And the turn brings in the 8 of hearts. Gives us 2 shots or straights now. Give us a 9 or a 4. We're going to check it over to him, see if he leads out. But he does not, and we get there on the river. 4 of spades. No flushes out there. And we are feeling amazing right now. We're going to lead out for a pot-sized bet. Hopefully we can get them to call, take away some of their money. And unfortunately it doesn't happen, but regardless of not, we're going to take down a $2,000 pot, increase our chip stack, and we're feeling amazing. Moving into our next hand, we're going to see pocket sevens, baby. Guy to the right of us is going to raise for 919. We're obviously not going anywhere. I mean, come on, what do you think this is? This is full tilt. If we're playing pocket threes, we're playing pocket sevens. Like, come on now. And then Jess Cass over here, going to go into the tank, fold, lazy days, makes the call. Flop comes 10-jack-6 with 2 hearts out there. Don't really love that. We're just going to check. Hopefully we can see. Check through, but we do not. This guy leads out for 1,600. and we're gonna go ahead and fold. The whole table ended up folding to him. Moving into our next hand, King 7 offsuit. Not the best hand, but being with the fact that we have an amazing lead on this table, pretty much more than triple everybody's stack, we can definitely play more hands, be more aggressive, and try to take away as much money as we can. This guy, Jason Andy, is going to lead out for 840. I think about raising for a little bit until best decision really is to just make a call. Don't want to get too aggressive over here. If he makes a bet, we're probably just going to fold. King high board for me, not really looking too good. 696 bet. Yeah, we're just going to fold and let him take it.
All right, everybody, we're going to cut it right there. We're going to finish off in third place with 56 players left. Come back for part 2. If you guys like the video, again, make sure to comment, subscribe, leave a like down below. And yeah, we'll be back for part 2 in the next video. You guys see my dog back there? Duke, come here. Yeah, that boy. Say hi to the people. Good boy. All right, everybody, we'll be back next video. Let's go.